People do everything right, work hard, raise families, and yet quietly leave this world sooner than expected. Many do not even reach their early 80s. It is a thought that crosses our minds late at night, especially when we think about our grandchildren and the years we still hope to live with strength and clarity. I want you to know something important right away. Most of the time, it is not bad luck, it is not destiny, and it is not simply old age. It is often a few small daily mistakes that slowly shorten life without making any noise at all. I am speaking to you today the way I would speak to an older friend sitting across from me, calmly, honestly, with care. What you are about to hear is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to give you back a sense of control. There are 5 quiet mistakes many seniors make every single day. They seem harmless, they feel normal, but over time, they quietly drain strength, clarity, and years from life. The good news is this: every one of them can be corrected gently and safely. I once cared for a woman named Eleanor. She was a retired school principal, smart, organized, responsible. She believed she was doing everything right. Yet her health slowly began to slip, not all at once, quietly, and that is how these things usually happen. Her story is woven through everything I will share today because it shows us something powerful. Aging does not have to mean decline, but awareness must come first. Let us begin with the first mistake. This one hides in a place we trust deeply. Mistake number 1, taking more medicine without seeing the whole picture. Eleanor kept her medications neatly arranged in her bathroom cabinet, bottles lined up, labels facing forward, each one prescribed by a doctor she trusted, one for blood pressure, one for cholesterol, one for sleep, one for pain. A few vitamins, something for her stomach. Nothing seemed wrong. After all, each pill had a purpose. But over time, Eleanor felt tired in a way sleep did not fix. She felt dizzy when standing up. Her thinking felt cloudy. She noticed dark bruises on her arms and could not remember bumping into anything. She told herself this was just part of getting older. Many seniors do. What was really happening was something far more common than people realize. When several medications are taken together, especially after age 65, they can begin to interfere with each other. One pill can weaken another, or make it too strong. Side effects appear, and new pills are added to treat those side effects. Slowly, the body becomes overwhelmed. As we age, the liver and kidneys work more slowly. Medicines stay in the body longer. A dose that was fine at 50 may be too much at 70. This can lead to fatigue, confusion, balance problems, and dangerous falls. Yet many older adults blame themselves. They think they are failing. In truth, their bodies are simply asking for relief. Eleanor's turning point came from a pharmacist who took the time to look at everything together. 2 blood-thinning medications prescribed by different doctors were overlapping. A common pain reliever was making it worse. She was one slip away from a serious injury. The solution was simple, but powerful. Eleanor gathered every pill she took, prescriptions, vitamins, supplements. She put them all in one bag and booked an appointment with her main doctor just for that purpose. No rushing, no embarrassment, just clarity. Within months, unnecessary medications were removed. Dosages were adjusted. Her energy slowly returned. The fog lifted. She said it felt like waking up after a long sleep. Here is the gentle lesson I want you to carry with you today. More medicine does not always mean better care. Once a year, ask for a full medication review. And whenever a new pill is suggested, ask one calm question. Is this replacing something or only adding to it? Your body deserves simplicity. It deserves harmony. And very often, restoring that balance is the first step toward living longer and feeling better. In the next part, we will talk about the second mistake. This one lives in the kitchen and surprises almost everyone. If you stay with me, then write continue below. Now let us move gently into the second mistake. This one feels safe, familiar, even comforting, yet it quietly works against many seniors every single day. Mistake number 2, trusting the pantry instead of listening to the body. When I first saw Eleanor's kitchen, I remember thinking she was doing everything right. Her shelves were neat, her pantry was full. There were boxes with words like low fat, whole grain, sugar free, and heart healthy printed in bright letters. She believed she was eating carefully, responsibly, like many seniors do. Yet her joints ached every morning. Her energy dipped hard in the afternoon. Her thinking felt slow and heavy. She blamed age. She blamed weather. She blamed nothing in particular. What she did not know was that many foods marketed as healthy quietly increase inflammation in older bodies. Hidden sugars, artificial sweeteners, excess salt, preservatives. These things do not cause pain overnight. They build slowly, day after day, year after year. One of Eleanor's favorite snacks looked harmless, but when we read the label together, it contained more sugar than a dessert. Her sugar-free drinks were filled with artificial sweeteners that confused her metabolism and affected her circulation. Even her bread contained added sweeteners that kept her blood sugar unstable. And then there was the issue almost no one talks about enough: water, or rather, the lack of it. As we age, the sense of thirst becomes weaker. The body still needs water, but it no longer sends loud signals. Eleanor drank coffee in the morning and tea later in the day. She assumed that was enough. It was not. Mild dehydration is extremely common in older adults. It causes fatigue, dizziness, headaches, constipation, confusion. And it greatly increases the risk of falls. Many seniors think they are slowing down. In truth, their bodies are simply running dry. Eleanor made one quiet change that transformed her health. She began reading ingredient lists instead of trusting front labels. Fewer ingredients meant fewer problems. She also made a simple rule for herself. She drank several glasses of water earlier in the day before evening arrived. Within a few months, her joint pain eased. Her skin looked brighter, her energy steadied. Her doctor told her her blood sugar had improved. She was shocked. Food had been shaping her health more than she ever realized. The lesson here is gentle but powerful. What you eat every day is either calming your body or stressing it. Your kitchen can slowly shorten life, or it can quietly extend it. Now we move to the third mistake. This one begins not in the body, but in the mind. Mistake number 3, moving less because of fear. Eleanor's fall happened on an ordinary afternoon. She slipped slightly in her kitchen. Nothing broke. No hospital visit. Just a bruise and a shaken heart. She told herself she needed to be more careful, and so she became careful. Too careful. She avoided stairs when she could. She stopped walking on uneven ground. She declined invitations that required too much movement. She believed she was protecting herself. But something else was happening. Her muscles were slowly weakening. Her balance was fading. Her confidence was shrinking. And without realizing it, she was becoming more likely to fall again. This is one of the cruelest traps of aging. The fear of falling leads to less movement. Less movement leads to weaker muscles. Weaker muscles lead to poorer balance. And poor balance increases the risk of falling. It is a quiet downward spiral. After age 50, muscle naturally declines if it is not used. This process speeds up when movement stops. Getting out of a chair becomes harder. Climbing stairs feels exhausting. Lifting a grandchild feels impossible. Eleanor felt this loss deeply when she could no longer pick up her grandson. It broke her heart. That moment became her turning point. She did not join a gym. She did not run. She did not push herself harshly. She started small, standing on one foot while brushing her teeth, sitting down and standing up from a chair without using her hands, stretching gently before bed. Slowly, her strength returned, her balance improved, her fear faded. Months later, she was walking confidently again, laughing, living. Your body does not know your age. It only knows whether it is being used or ignored. Movement is not punishment. It is permission to stay independent. In the next and final part, we will talk about the last 2 mistakes. One that quietly drains the spirit, and one belief so dangerous it can speed up mental decline. Now we come to the fourth mistake. This one does not begin in the body, it begins in the heart, and it affects more seniors than almost anything else. Mistake number 4, letting life slowly become too quiet. When Eleanor first retired, she welcomed the silence. No more meetings, no more ringing phones, no more rushing. For a while, the quiet felt peaceful. But as months passed, something changed. Days began to blur together. Conversations became rare. Some mornings, the only voice she heard was her own. Her friends were busy. Some had moved. Some were dealing with their own health issues. Her children loved her, but their lives were full. Calls became shorter, less frequent. One day, Eleanor said something that stayed with me. She said, "I feel like I am slowly disappearing. Loneliness is not just a feeling. It is a physical stress on the body. When people lack regular human connection, the immune system weakens. Inflammation increases. Memory declines faster. The heart works harder. Life quietly shortens. This does not happen because people do not care. It happens because connection requires intention, especially later in life. Without it, isolation creeps in silently. Eleanor's healing began with very small steps. She stopped waving at neighbors from a distance and started walking over to talk. She volunteered a few hours a week, not to be busy, but to be around people. She invited 2 neighbors over for cards. That small gathering grew into a weekly routine filled with laughter and comfort. Connection gave her energy, purpose, a reason to get dressed in the morning. It reminded her that she still mattered. Here is the gentle truth. You do not need many people. You need a few real moments of connection, a phone call, a shared meal, a regular routine. These things protect the mind and the heart. Now we come to the final mistake. This one is quiet, dangerous, and deeply misunderstood. Mistake number 5, believing memory loss is just a normal part of aging. Eleanor believed this for years. She laughed when she forgot things. She called them senior moments. But inside, she was afraid. One day, she forgot her granddaughter's name. Another day, she became lost driving a familiar route. She sat in her car and cried. She thought her mind was failing her because of age. But that belief was the real danger. When people believe decline is unavoidable, they stop challenging the brain. They stop learning. They stop trying. And like any muscle, the brain weakens when it is not used. The truth is hopeful. The brain can change. It can grow, even later in life. Curiosity, learning, movement, and connection keep it alive. Eleanor began gently, puzzles in the morning, short walks in the afternoon, learning something new just for joy. She challenged her mind with kindness, not pressure. Over time, her focus improved, her memory steadied, her confidence returned. She stopped fearing her thoughts and started trusting herself again. Here is the most important message of all. Aging does not mean fading away. Decline is not destiny. Small daily choices shape how long and how well we live. Eleanor changed her path. She simplified her medicine. She nourished her body. She moved gently. She reconnected. She believed in her mind again. Today she lives with strength, clarity, and purpose. And you can too. Before we end, I want to ask you something softly. What is one small thing you can do today to care for yourself better? Drink more water. Call someone you miss. Move your body gently. Learn something new. If this message spoke to you, write "Choosing Life Gently" in the comments and tell us where you are watching from. Your words may help someone else feel less alone.